Alright, well, if I record more than one video from this establishment, you're gonna have to forgive me for looking a little rough. They don't have a working AC here. Yeah. So, few things for tomorrow. I am obviously going to Moab. That's, in the cards. Before I do any of that, however, I first have to get to the storage facility. So I just booked Uber from here to over there tomorrow for a drop off just a little bit after their opening time. Immediately from there, my focus is going to be on being able to start both of the vehicles, obviously. Out of abundance of caution, I'm also bringing my booster jump pack doohickey. So on all of my vehicles, I also have a battery disconnect, which I've disconnected from the Jeep that I've taken to Tampa International, and from the Jeep over here, and also from the motorhome. The best case scenario is that I connect both tomorrow morning and they just magically start. I'm gonna be ecstatic if that's the case. It means that at that point, I'll reduce my headache substantially. So from that point forward, I need to drive to Lowe's, which is right next to Walmart, because I need to go to the both of the stores. Yeah. I need to buy a tank of oxygen or two. I don't know how much I need, to be honest with you. I would buy multiple, but I don't know if I'm gonna be using multiple. And at the same token, if it's hot as hell, I don't know what happens if you leave oxygen tank in your hot as hell motorhome when you go home to Florida. Yeah. So, I don't remember from top of my head whether or not oxygen tanks are sold in Moab. And I'm kicking myself for it because normally I'm fairly observant. My guess is if it is, it's going to be probably in True Value store right off the main stretch. But I'm not going to know about it until I get to Moab. And if they don't, then I must as well. So one of my trips is going to be to LaSalle. Another one is going to be to the mountains above Castleton Valley. That's at elevation, and I don't want to end up in a fetal position. So there's that. I haven't looked at the forecast. There's really no point. I think it is what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna tough it out, whatever it is. My hope is stupid fly. Yes, there's a fly flying here. My second thing that I need to do is at Lowe's buy Reflectix, and basically make what the. I'm gonna have to do something about that bastard because he's been flying here ever since I got here. I'm gonna have to cover every single window, and also in my backpack, which is why it's so big over there, I'm also bringing a windshield cover for the motorhome. That will allow me additional heat thing. Now, before my trip, he is persistent. Before my trip, I have completely overhauled the mini split AC. It's like a 50-50 chance. If that thing works, if nothing happened to it between Florida and Moab, and then to Colorado, and it actually works and it cools and all these other things, it is gonna be freaking amazing. Because with the abundance of sun out here, it's gonna be just keeping me cooler than a fridge in the motorhome. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to figure it out tomorrow. But the general focus for tomorrow, and I don't know if I'm gonna vlog tomorrow per se, because it's gonna be like go go go. Certainly not until I get to Moab. That's why I'm recording this right now. I'm going to the storage place, picking up my stuff, going to the stores. From the stores, I'm driving all the way to Moab, parking at the usual spot. Fingers crossed I could park there. And then go to town and, shop and do all the things that I need to do. Tomorrow is more of a move into position day, get situated day, figure things out day. Theoretically speaking, I would have hypothetically been there tonight. At what time, I have no idea. But whatever. Outside of that, it's gonna be tons of hiking. Preferably, if everything goes to plan. The hikes that I've planned will have water elements in them. And I have done everything that I possibly could have done to give myself options for cooling myself off, basically. Also, I plan to navigate my way to the Green River through Mineral Bottom and the, what's the other one? Spring Bottom. I'm gonna have one of the days a boat ride up Colorado River, following 128 towards, what is it called? Fisher Towers. And so on and so forth. Physically, right now, like right this very second, I don't feel all that bad. But there's a few things that really, like, number one, obviously the AC. Number two, the altitude. Number three, just walking from the airport over here in open sun, dragging luggage and whatever. Yeah. I did get some ice downstairs. Hopefully that will melt enough for me to, yes, in this fine establishment, they don't give bottled water. You know what? I'm not here to enjoy a 17-star resort. This is allegedly a 1 to 2 star hotel. And my goal is to just spend the night, and same thing on the very last day. So I'm supposed to be driving back to Grand Junction on Saturday, parking the RV, and then coming here again. Hopefully they'll fix AC by then. And then the next morning, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, walking to the airport, and bada bing, bada boom. So there's that. I'm a little bit nervous for tomorrow. But it's also kind of pointless to be nervous right now. Because there's nothing that I could do right now, right? A lot of lessons learned. but we'll address that at a different time. Is it a crazy, stupid idea to be here right now? Yes. Do I regret being here right now? Despite the fact that every fiber of my being will absolutely enjoy all of it, I don't think it's the right time for me to be out here. Let me explain why. It is going to be hot. And the desert heat in Utah isn't like Florida hot, where it's humid and it's hot as hell, and there it's deadly. Which is why I set myself a rule. And this is gonna be the rule. I am not going to act like some sort of macho man, pretending to be that I don't have limits. So if I feel, like legitimately feel, not like I don't like because it's hot, but like if I feel that it would be safer for me not to hike, I will change everything about this trip in terms of hiking and just rearrange my stuff, because there's no reason whatsoever to get hurt. But I believe, based on the level of preparedness that I have, I think and I hope everything will be a-okay. So a couple of things I'm bringing with me, just to keep you in the loop. I am bringing a jacket that when you soak it in the water, it's supposed to cool you. I've ordered myself new neck gaiters from Mission, like you've seen in a lot of my videos. They used to be called snap towel things, and so mine has always been blue. And beige and yellow colors are much lighter, so they're gonna be easier on. Also, I have purchased the cover that goes under my cowboy hat that you see in my videos, behind my ears and covering my neck. And that thing too, when you get it wet, it's supposed to provide additional cooling. Also, I have purchased a fan that clips onto your belt that you tuck under the shirt, and I have already tested it in Florida. And it's supposed to help you, and it ventilates things and all this other crap. I would say in terms of cooling, it probably cools by like 10 degrees, and it reduces maybe like 30% of misery in the misery factor. And 10 degrees from 100 is 90. And 90 is a hell of a lot better than 100. Likewise, 10 degrees from 90 is 80. And 80 is a hell of a lot better than 90. So there's that. Also, for the hike, I am going to be bringing a bottle of Gatorade. Absolutely. I'm gonna be bringing maybe like 2 extra bottles in addition to my regular water, obviously, to soak my stuff in water, just in case there's not gonna be water. Now, I will have multiple hikes that's supposed to have water. Can never be too careful. Yeah. Man, the stupid fly, I swear. I am going to end you, sir. or ma'am. I think I'm gonna go on a hunt. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll get back to you.